This is how Gilbert died.
There's never a stone at the sleeper's head, there's never a fence beside, and the wandering stock on the grave may tread unnoticed and undenied. But the smallest child on the watershed can tell you how Gilbert died. For he rode at dusk with his comrade down to the hut at the stockman's ford. In the waning light of a sinking sun, they peered with a fierce accord. They were outlaws both, and on each man's head was £1,000 reward. They'd taken toll of the country round, and the troopers came behind, with a black that tracked like a human hound through the scrub and the ranges blind. He could run the trail where a white man's eye no sign of a track could find. And he'd hunted them out of the One Tree Hill and over the Old Man Plain, but they wheeled their tracks with a wild bee skill, and they made for the range again. Then away to the hut where Dunn's grandsire dwelled, they rode with a loosened rein. And Dunn's grandsire gave them a greeting bold, come in and rest in peace. No safer place does the country hold, and with night the pursuit must cease. And we'll drink success to the roving boys, and a hell with the black police. But they went to death when they entered there, in the hut at the stockman's ford. For the grandsire's words were as false as fair, they were doomed to the hangman's cord. He had sold them both to the black police for the sake of the big reward. Serpents creep, and around the hut where the outlaws hide, they plant in the forest deep. They wait till the first faint flush of dawn shall waken their prey from sleep. But Gilbert wakes while the night is dark, a restless sleeper are. He's heard the sound of a sheepdog's bark and his horse's warning neigh. And he says to his mate, there are hawks abroad, and it's time that we went away. Their rifles stood at the stretch ahead, and their bridles lay to hand. They wakened the old man out of his bed when they heard the sharp command. In the name of the Queen, lay down your arms now, Dunn and Gilbert stand. Then Gilbert reached for his rifle true, that close in his hand he kept, and he pointed it straight at the voice and drew, but never a flash out leapt. For the water ran from the rifle breech, it was drenched while the outlaws slept. And he dropped the piece with a bitter oath, and he turned to his comrade Dunn. We're sold, he said, we are dead men both, but there may be a chance for one. I'll stop and I'll fight with the pistol here. You take to your heels and run. So Dunn crept out on his hands and knees in the dim half-dawning light, and he made his way to a patch of trees and vanished among the night. And the trackers hunted his tracks all day, but they never could trace his flight. From the open door in a confident style and rash, and he heard at his side the rifle's roar, he heard the bullet rifle flashes, the darkness flamed. He staggered and spun around, and they riddled his body with rifle balls as it lay on the blood-soaked ground. There's never a stone at the sleeper's head, there's never a fence beside, and the wandering stock on the grave may tread unnoticed and undenied. But the smallest child on the watershed can tell you how Gilbert died.